name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Sunday, the 24th of July, we race out at Hollywoodbets Scottsville 8-race program. The first race and the first leg of the bipod off at 12:40. It's a maiden plate over 1,200 meters. I'm joined in the studio by Dees Diamond. But before we get to Dees, let's have a look at a rerun of number 12, Ketchikel, making a promising debut in third at the course on the 22nd of June. And then we have interviews with Craig Udy and Michael Roberts.
Is now starting to respond to pressure. Sieta Gains on the outside. Vion's Grey trying to close in Ketchikel. United Prince hit the front, but Captain Casey's coming back for more on the inside. Strawberry Bear. Sieta Gains running on late, but it's Captain Casey for the win. Captain Casey. Sieta Gains second. Ketchikel. And then came Strawberry Bear.
Global Dollar, yes, he's a nice horse. He's shown us some nice work. I think he'll probably be a little bit green there, but I'm still expecting a good run from him.
Yes, he's a very nice horse, typical Visionaire, big strapping colt. I think he'll run a decent race. Obviously, as you know, I don't really rev my 2-year-olds up to win first time out, but, I think he'll run a respectable race.
So race one, this maiden plate over 1,200 meters. There's also the first leg of the bipod. It goes at 12:40, as I mentioned. And D's a mixture of 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, but the winner seems likely to come from the bunch of 2-year-olds.
I think so, Graham, and I think the two horses, we watched that replay of Ketchikel. You mentioned a promising debut. The jury's out on the form line. I pulled it out. There have been 6 runners, 2 horses that come out to place. Aspect from the Vaughan Marshall stable and Over the Ice. So they still has to produce a winner, that form line. But the fact is there was some outside betting support. So the horse was quietly fancied to run a fair race. And I'm sure Duncan and the Hollywood Racing Syndicate would have been pleased with that effort. Yeah, natural improvement, obvious each-way claims, but the horse that will keep many interested will be number 9, Aztec Warrior, coming off all these feature races, the Godolphin Barb, the Gate Crasher, the Bloodstock South Africa Sales Race, where, the horse was hopelessly drawn and took the punishment early, but was starting to catch the eye. So I think Aztec Warrior will keep many interested. Ketchikel could be the marginal choice with scope for improvement to come, but if I had to tip them here, Graham, I'm going to tip 9 to beat 12, and personally I think those two will be good enough for the bipod.
Well, I'm taking a chance. I'm bankering number 9, Aztec Warrior, in the opening leg of the bipod. Obviously, if your budget is larger than what mine is, then you can include both, but I'm also very firmly in the camp of Aztec Warrior. I think he's shown his past form behind Gladiatorian and Grinkov and Prophet. He's got course experience, as does his market rival Ketchikel. In fact, Ketchikel is favourite, which I was a bit surprised about. 5-2 favourite. Aztec Warrior quite easy to back at 7-2. So it does look as if the winner will come from one of those two. And if you want to play it absolutely safe in the opening leg of the bipod, then include both. But I am going to banker Aztec Warrior. Interesting. I know we'll come back to race 2 a little later on, but however Ketchikel runs in the opener, and of course it's too late for the bipod, it's going to suggest to us how Strawberry Bears might perform in race 2, but we'll come back to that in a moment when we cover race 2. One more horse I just want to mention in the opener, and that's Wendy Whitehead's number 3, Grand Lupo. He's an outstanding looking son of Crusade. Not a bad debut.
I don't think there'll be much to choose between himself and Diane, Dennis Bosch's runner, who was we'll just call it the length and a half between the two at the line. And when you have a look at the draw positions, well, one was drawn 11 out of 11 and the other had a slightly better draw as well. Richard Faree, Warren Kennedy, they both engaged the services of 2 high-class jockeys, so that tells the story there. And just coming back to Aztec Warrior, I can see why you're leaning towards him, and I'm also going to tip him first. These horses like Grinkov, Prophet, and even Mover and Shaker, they all will take their place on the big day, Marshall's World of Sport Gold Cup Day in the Premier's Champions Challenge Stakes. So I think arguably the better form does lie with number 9.
So there we go. That's the first race at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, the Sunday, the 24th of July. It's the opening leg of the bipod. The two standouts are Aztec Warrior number 9 and number 12, Ketchikel. Watch out for good runs from 1 Diani and 3 Grand Lupo for the back end of trifectas and quartets. But Dees and I are both in the camp of number 9, Aztec Warrior.
Good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.